Never been this close to the top of a palm tree before. Maybe wondering why we're on a roof. Question is, why not are we on a roof? We got short films galore that we're making. So that's fun. We have this YouTube channel. Just fun. We just need something to make money.
I'm sure that you know the golden ratio and all that. The way that you make it is you take a horizontal 16:9 image, let's say, or whatever image, and then you use the Fibonacci sequence to make the golden ratio, which is like a big spiral that comes out from basically either third. It always starts from there and then it spirals out perfectly. You find it in nature, that's why we film things horizontally. But if you take that same thing and just flip it on its side, that's what nobody's doing. Right. That's the dumbest thing you could do, is just flip the rule of thirds on its side, but nobody's using it. Nobody's framing on the thirds in vertical, they just go,
they're just cropping.
We gotta make it thinner.
I need to stretch more often. I can't even sit crisscross. People will sit crisscross for fun. I've never understood how people can do that. They're like, okay, sit down, make yourself comfortable, and they sit crisscross. My comfortable is this. I'm just like, oh yeah, there we go. This is good. So like at school, you know, like in school assembly. Yeah, like at assemblies and pep rallies and stuff. They're like, okay, sit on the ground, make yourself comfortable. I would like, because there's kids all around you and stuff. So you start out crisscross, but then like you kind of like see where the gaps are, kind of scoot over a little bit, and kind of put one leg out in between two other students. Yeah. And then you kind of work your way until you're like down here, and then you just slowly, not quickly, you gotta be careful, just slowly. No one's gonna talk to you.
We should put the office out here, just that night. Every night, move the desks out, put it down. That'd be cool. Nate, did you see my Dora outfit?
No.
It's pretty rocking. You want to see my Dora outfit?
Oh yeah.
Should have worn it for the review. People ask me if I'm Dora. It's like, no, I'm Daryl the Explorer. It's me sideways. And the backpack's so tight. We had to like re-sew straps.
Where'd you get the costume?
I built it.
Oh wow.
I got the paint const there. The shirt I bought, the pants were tan, and then I dyed them orange. And the strap shoes I found on Amazon, and the socks. And the backpack I found on Amazon too. It's like the most comfortable thing though.
You gotta have good, posture.
Gotta have good posture, as we've talked about.
That's what we've learned.
That's what we've learned today at this whole thing. You look great.
Yeah,
like,
this is
dude,
great.
you look really weird.
So I'm here.
That's how lame it is. What are you doing?
Are you making paper? Are you making paper? Dude, are you making paper?
Quick tip. If ever light is getting in and you don't want it to, like it is in this shot right now, you just put gaff tape on it, or just any tape. I mean, like, I've seen this one just like the most professional shoots, they just do that. They just put gaff tape over it.
That's my first time doing it.
Really?
So, yeah, I feel
No,
great.
they totally, I've seen that.
other people did that.
I've seen that so many times, so.
Okay, great. I feel good then.
Well, we're almost done with our first month of this. I guess what, this is episode 4 or week 4 doing this, and so as you probably have seen, we haven't done a lot of paid work. It's mainly been building signs and what else did we do? We did the spec commercial and spent money on Dora. Spent money on watching Dora. Yeah, we did earn money though. We had a goal for this month, and it's going to be different everywhere. Like you need to figure out just kind of what you need to. Is airplane one? Ding. I determined like what the goals would be. By the first month I have to be able to pay for all my bills, and then the next month is my bills plus someone else's, and then the next month's ours plus someone else's, and kind of just build from there. And this month we had to sell like equipment and stuff like to reach kind of the goal, and we're still about $200 short, but that's only $200 compared to how much the goal was. And so I'm surprised that we got to where we are, and there's still a chance we can do it. I mean, we still have the rest of this week, but we did just barely make it. And so I'm a little nervous about next month, especially because we're putting Blake on the payroll, which means that like I might not earn money at all. But hopefully also he'll take a lot of time off your plate. Well, Blake is good because, yeah, he edits really fast, so he'll handle a lot of that for me. And then he also is very sales-minded, and so that's huge. So if he finds other clients, then that's great. But what we need is a couple of clients that'll pay either a lot or just consistently. So that's what we're looking for right now. It's starting up. Even if it's not very much, if it's consistent, that's huge. Then we can expect a certain amount of money every month.
For the shots that we're adding the paper airplanes to digitally where the camera is moving, we need to put up tracking markers. So we'll just take your tape and just kind of like put just little X's all over the place.
What do tracking markers do, Daynen?
Tracking markers make it so that the computer After Effects can make a 3D version of the room and the camera moves and stuff. And so you put up a whole bunch, the more the better, and it basically says this mark is moving this way in relation to that one, and it can tell and give like a 3D camera track. It's better than just tracking one at a time. Boy, what did I tell you about throwing paper? Throw it straight. If you're gonna throw it at someone, hit him in the forehead.
And then we're almost done editing the car dealership video. And there's so many car dealerships here. I figure one of them will say yes, right? We made a video that was like a pitch for a YouTube channel about like traffic tips, and we pitched it to the Arizona Department of Transportation and emailed it to them, got a response, and they said, "This is great, we love it." But, no. So I was like, all right. So now I'm gonna see who else might be interested in it, which we have a little bit of a list, but I need to edit it. But yeah, so we still have a lot of potential for this next month. This next month, I guess, if we sync this month, we'll know that we need to change something, or we might do really well this month. So 2019 was a Slack Shack year. See if we can get Slack Shack to work. And the first 6 months, or like the first 4 months, I was working, but then my baby was born. So then the next 3 months were me trying to take care of the baby, and then after that is when I got the office and when we started all this. And so the fact that it is earning any money at all, pretty impressive. And so like I guess that's the other thing. Like if you're starting a video production company, don't be discouraged when you're not earning very much at first. Like it'll happen. You just gotta keep working at it, or at least that's what I'm told. And if not, then I feel very lied to, because that's what gets me to sleep at night.
For me, it's Benadryl.
We're literally talking about like the beginnings of starting a company, and we're like, and then we could buy a whole like 5,000 square foot place, and we could buy
I did notice how fast you got up there. And then after we open this company and buy the studio, we're gonna open a restaurant.
We're gonna open a restaurant.
Because we know what we're
It
doing.
would cater all of our shoots that don't exist yet.
You know when you're a little kid and you have a bad dream, or you're afraid of like the earth ending, or you're afraid of a monster in your closet and you just can't sleep because you're so scared? But like that's been happening to me again. And I'm like, I think I'm actually genuinely like terrified running this business. And especially like,
I think starting any business, if you're not terrified, then something's wrong with you.
yeah, or you're just Justin.
We're just trusting you're confident.
You know, and that's normal. I'm not like, I'm telling you this so that if you're in the same position, don't feel bad if you're losing sleep because you're like, how am I going to pay my bills next month? Or like, what am I going to do in 3 months when my savings are gone? Work so that doesn't happen, but it's normal to be afraid like that. At least I'm assuming. Maybe it's not.
Maybe you need to talk to a therapist.
Maybe I really need to talk to a therapist. Well, I know I need to talk to a therapist, but maybe I need to talk to a therapist about that. All right, well, let's go inside, kind of finish up what we were doing in